Close your eyes, seek paradise. Won't change your mind, can't shape the lights. I'll take the chance and roll the dice. I want it all, just for the night. I live it out like I'll never die. I lose my head in the starry skies. Can't chain me down, I feel so alive. Back down, only one way out. I let you run my life. Now you won't get me down. Untamed, guess I lost my mind. You turned me inside out. No one can stop me now. So turn up the light, turn up the light. This is what I waited for, 'cause the clock keeps ticking, hard for me to keep up. I can't take it no more, 'cause the time keeps turning, feels just like it speeds up. It's what I waited for. Close your eyes, seek paradise. Won't change your mind, can't shape the light. I'll take the chance and roll the dice. Just wanna feel the stars surround, the atmosphere never to come down. I'll stand alone, whether right or wrong. It takes me home, right where I belong. Back down, only one way out. I let you run my life. Now you won't get me down. Untamed, guess I lost my mind. You turned me inside out. No one can stop me now. So turn up the light, turn up the light. This is what I waited for, 'cause the clock keeps ticking, hard for me to keep up. I can't take it no more. This is what I waited for, 'cause the clock keeps ticking, hard for me to keep up. I can't take it no more, 'cause the time keeps turning, feels just like it speeds up. It's what I waited for.
Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Flux here and welcome back to Rhinestone Island, and as you can see we just finished this little research facility kind of like far off in the outskirts of our island over here, kind of away from everything else. I thought it was kind of a cool little addition. I wanted to try and add some different little buildings that are a bit further out than the standard neighborhoods, just to kind of give this like spread feel of the entire Rhinestone island. So this is our new research facility. I wanted to try and make it feel pretty tropical. You know, we got some little patches of flowers and things through here. We've got a nice little cement bridge and all the dirt roads going through here. I used some of these cool props to make it feel like it's kind of got this little unloading bay area with some gates and things. So I think it turned out pretty good, but one of the most important parts of this is I wanted to add a little trailhead down here right at the bottom of the research facility. So we've got this little trailhead that lets you move down this way. We've got the path that winds along this ocean. Pretty cool path. Actually, I'd love to walk on this myself. It's pretty nice. And I'm going to try and do things kind of like this all around and kind of hide cool little places that you could walk throughout the mountains on Rhinestone Island. So this is one of those little places, but we'll try and do stuff like this throughout. But anyway, I have it wrap around this way. It kind of comes down into the beach. Might have some beach stuff here later on. Who knows? Outlooking the water over here, and then it also wraps around this little kind of like cornice thing into what is soon to be, I guess, like the central hub of some of these trailhead or just trails really that all meet down here at the bottom. So I'm thinking we're gonna have some cool stuff down here, and that's what today is gonna be about. It's gonna be about hopefully making a really cool, I don't know, just kind of like a hidden area that you really have to walk to get to. So you can't get here via car or anything like that. So what that means is we won't be using any roads, so we won't have any we really won't have any buildings over here. So the only thing we're actually going to use to make this is just like assets, props, and I've got some like parks that are like free place. These are like a good example. I've also got the man, where do those go? Okay, good, tents and stuff like that. So we use a combination of those things to create something down here. But on top of this, I also added a few other little things. I created a little trailhead down here. I kind of thought it would be cool to have the ability to climb this mountain over here between these two different areas. So I went off and made this little trail, and I actually love the way that this top part turned out. You can see here we've got this nice little area where you can like sit down and relax, have a lunch or something if you hiked up here from this neighborhood down this way, and it actually loops down both directions, so you can also walk down here and get to this side of town. But I think this is really cool. You could just like I don't know, you could sit up here and have your lunch and look out at the city. Wow, this move speed is like really high. I don't know why, but anyway, just another cool thing I thought we'd make. But I want to try and make stuff like this all over the trailheads. That's the plan. But anyway, why don't we get started? Why don't we start with this area down here? Oh, one more thing before we start, actually. I am now playing with the Snowfall DLC, so what that means is we do now have the rain. So if I go over here, you can see in gameplay we've got the dynamic weather turned on. So maybe sometime during this, maybe not during this episode, who knows? It seems like the rain's not very frequent, but we might get some rain, and it looks pretty cool. It adds like lots of reflection. All the streetlights kind of like reflect off the streets, and it looks really cool. So I'm thinking that'll look nice if that happens during this episode. But yeah, why don't we go ahead and get started here? This is getting really busy. I'm loving this. I'm loving how busy everything is around here now. What we really need to do is just get the cargo connection situation set up over here. Maybe even like a little cargo hub down this way, kind of off the island, away from the casino area, or soon to be casino area. But that is for another day. So let's go ahead and get started with this. I'm actually just going to start right off the bat by clearing this whole thing off, because right now it's just like a whole bunch of trees that we're not going to need immediately. So I'll go ahead and wipe these real quick. And I think I want to try and take advantage of these different little beach locations down here. So we'll try to use those as much as possible. And again, we don't really have a whole lot to work with when it comes to props and tents. So I think the way we're going to try and make it feel like it's a little more than just a few little tents and things is I'm going to use these tiles and some different like fence things to kind of create little elevated walkway areas. So again, this is all pretty experiment. I mean, I've never done anything like this before, so let's see if this even works out. Who knows? This might be there might be a lot of cuts in this episode. I don't really know. It's kind of been how it's been lately anyway, but that I would say that's pretty likely to have something like that happen. Okay. Actually, this is a nice spot. Yeah, let's use this. So I'm just gonna try and create like a relatively sharp angle here. You'll see why in a minute. Let's just do that. So the one thing about this that's a little worrying is I should just undone the terrain. Yeah, the one thing about this that's tricky is we're using objects that don't conform the terrain. So what that means is if we put them down and it looks really nice, and then we start like messing with the terrain again, then all of a sudden we could just ruin all of our work, and that would kind of suck. So I'm gonna try to avoid that as much as possible. So I'll try to really like finalize what this terrain is gonna look like beforehand, so that we don't mess anything up. But yeah, I wanted this to be like a nice little kind of corner piece, because it's gonna have to look, I mean, it should look natural, but for the most part I want that flat piece to really be nice and flat, so we can do some work up here. Let me just make sure that I got this at the right level. Everything's kind of leveled out over here. It's always weird how these like little ridges kind of appear whenever you use this tool. I don't really know why that always happens. And we'll use this again, just to, whoops, strength is way too high. We'll just kind of create these little mounds. I'm going to use lots of rocks, I think, around this area, just to like make it feel like a kind of cliffside area. And I'm basically just going to remove any sort of beach over here, but we're going to have a little walkway along the side that goes to the beach right here. That'll come from the top part up there. Very nice. I'll just bring this up a bit so it feels more like a walkway. I might have some little rocks kind of alongside this area, and then I'm going to try and do the same thing over here as well. So this is where we're going to have another connection to the other trailhead, and I want it to kind of feel like it's winding around, so do something like that. And this is going to be a little beach of its own. We'll use some rocks over here, some rocks over here. You know, it's weird, when this game first came out, I don't think this was really something that anybody thought was going to be a part of the game. Is just like the idea of creating things that are 100% aesthetic and don't really, you know, like, this is basically what we're doing right now. There's no roads going to this. It's 100% just like prop objects that don't actually do anything for the city or the citizens' like leisure or happiness or whatever. And that really wasn't at all something that was a part of the game when the game first came out, because like all we had were just things that were built on roads. So I think it's pretty cool the game's kind of evolved to this point now where there's so many custom objects that you can actually go out of your way to create these like totally aesthetic things that otherwise wouldn't really exist at all. And that's kind of like the same thing with other games like Roller Coaster Tycoon that have all kind of taken that direction. So I think it's pretty cool we finally gotten to that point with this game. And there's a lot more to come still. I mean, there's a lot of really cool things people are making, really cool assets and mods that let you do more and be more creative. And this game's only a year old too. That's the crazy part. This just came out like a year ago. Because it feels like it's been out for forever. But I guess I've also just put so many hours on this at this point. It probably just feels like that to me. Alright, so let's get going on this little walkway. Again, I want it to stay out of the way of all this stuff. This is going to be like a beach, or at least a part of a beach anyway. So we'll just bring you over here, do a little winding this way, and we kind of go up here. This is where we're going to actually do some incline. So we'll go up here like this. Awesome. Have it wrap around here. And then do a little turnaround, and we'll worry about the rest from there. But that's perfect. Okay. And I'm not going to connect these quite yet because we still have, and I think actually, well, I'm going to go ahead and make the split for this one now because we've kind of already laid out a really nice place for it. At least I think I did this. I don't think this is all by chance. I'm pretty sure I did this at a different point. Maybe off camera, maybe last episode I kind of forgot, but I must have done this on purpose. It looks really nice. Definitely looks like it was made for a path. Oh right, also, and I mentioned this I think last episode, but I definitely want to have more challenging trails, and a lot of people were saying that these trails felt kind of easy to walk, and I would agree. I think that a lot of the baseline trails are going to be like that. So I actually intentionally made that trailhead that comes off of the observatory, or not the observatory, the little research facility. Made that one a little bit more difficult to traverse. So I would imagine that's like a more challenging one, and is designed for people who maybe have more experience. Hang on, I want to have something else up here as well, so let's just go ahead and do the, we'll do the terraforming now. I'll just put it like right there. Alright, so it looks a little manufactured right now, but do not worry. I'm also gonna kind of, whoa, whoops. I always forget. For some reason the strengths are totally different. Like halfway strength for this thing is like perfect, and then the second you go to the dip tool, it just totally, it's way stronger. Anyway, I want this to not, I mean, I was trying to create it like a blocky feel, but I don't want it to be just like a big square, so we'll try and create some shapes here. And then I'm gonna have this trail kind of wrap around here, so maybe we'll do something like that. And then we'll have this continue over here. Maybe we'll have it like split right here, so one of these is gonna go this way, one of these is gonna wrap around this way, and this is gonna connect to this little whatever it's gonna be. I guess we'll figure that out in a minute here. So I'm gonna go ahead and save, just because I really have no idea how this is gonna turn out. I mean, for all I know, this is gonna go horribly, and I'll just find some assets that are gonna look better. But I think this is gonna be cool. I've got a few ideas in my head, so let's give this a shot. We'll go ahead and start with the tiles. Oh, right. The first thing we need to do, though, is, as you can see, we're going to have like these sprites that appear. But they won't appear if you use sand. So we'll use a little bit of sand. Looks like my sand tool is not working very well. Hang on a minute. This one works better. God, I have so many different terraforming and whatever tools. It's kind of ridiculous at this point. Should probably clear that up a little bit. Wow, this is really strong now. Anyway, I just wanted to get some sand up here. And then we're going to use a lot of sand in this area just to like create the illusion of different textures. I tried to use that a lot over here too. You can see where I have like little bits of sand kind of coming in and out. And it actually really, really helps to make the area feel more like refined and nice. So just a little tip if you want to do some nice, it's nice landscaping. Sand is like a really good tool for that. Like you can just kind of toss it in different areas, and it just, I don't know, it looks nice. It looks a little more textured. We'll play with that more later, though. Alright, let's try this out. So, oh, you know what? These do conform. Oh wait, I knew that. Yeah, these conform, and that's why it's a problem. Okay. Yeah. The fact that they conform is why it's difficult, because if you move it at all, then it just messes everything up. Kind of weird why this all feels kind of sloped. I think it's just because the corners here cause that to happen. I don't even know if there's really a way to like fix that besides doing it kind of like manually. Let's just go way down to like 0.01 and just like do some very minor adjustments just to kind of level that out. Because there's always like a bit of a ridge when you use that flattening tool. There we go, that should be better. Okay. Perfect. So now we're going to define, and I'd actually like, trying to think about how to do this now. What I know what I want to use is these picket fences, which that's an actual hedge. Here we go. I want to use these picket fences, definitely. This is like, ooh, we even have some swimming pools. I don't know if we're going to use the pools or not. Probably not going to use other things from this, but we've got the snowmen from Snowfall. That's kind of funny. You could just put like a snowman in the right in the middle of your island themed map. Alright, well, I want to have like an angle here. That would be cool. So let's try to do that. I'm going to start with the angle, actually. Yeah. Actually, let's start with the non-angle part first. So we'll make a little corner over here that we're going to branch out from. There we go. All right. That looks good. I like it. Awesome. Okay. So what else can we use now? Got some fruit stands. That would be kind of nice. We can make like a little outdoor market or something. Ooh, we've got these Okay, these are going to be actually pretty important. I'm going to shift P here so we can have the prop and tree anarchy turned on. But I definitely want to use these roundabout type things. Whatever they're called. Is that what it's called? Oh, just called rounded. I thought I said roundabout. We'll try and fit this thing in where it would look good. So maybe we'll have one here, here, and here. Is that straight? Actually, a little bit off. Let's see if we can get that one straighter. That's better. Alright. So we've got those. And right off the bat, I want this to look very tropical. So we'll dive in with some, whoa, not brush-sized trees. And look at that. I love that. These palm trees are just like so good. So well done. Should we even go for that? I don't know. It's kind of hanging over a bit further than I might like. Let's do this and then a single. Yeah, I think that's the best. So we got the palm trees. And now we can go ahead and add in some bushes and stuff. And I love these. You guys know that though. I think I use these the most of any other bush in the game easily. And instead of using these big dark ones that are going to kind of cover up a lot of space, I think I'm going to try and put some some flower type things in here just to make it feel more like a planter. So we'll do those, then we'll use some of Breeze's flowers, which are very nice. I'm going to try to go with a bit of a pattern, but they're not supposed to be too much like a pattern, a little more like organic. There we go. That looks nice. Wow, these are really coming along actually. Feels like we're playing Roller Coaster Tycoon, doesn't it? Very nice. Okay, now for some fences and things. So, that looks kind of nice actually, this little chain link fence. Might have to use that somewhere else. So, now, let me go ahead and grab some sort of seat. Actually, we'll use the basic bench is probably the best, I think, for this. And then I'm just going to put one in the middle of each one here. Like so. That one's kind of covered up. That's alright. And we'll do the same thing with this side. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. We've got some light posts we can use. I'm pretty sure these street lamps will actually even light up. I do not know for sure if that's true. I wonder if we have anything that looks... Ooh, we got avenue lights. I was thinking of... Whoa. I was thinking of something like a little bit more... I don't know if that feels more like... Whoa, what the heck is this? Is that a bus stop? Oh, it's a bus stop. Yeah, I wanted something that was a little more like a... I don't know, that felt more like a theme park or a nice pedestrian plaza instead of like a big street lamp. I guess this is probably the best we're gonna get. So there's one of these street lamps. I think these two are not bad though, so we'll go with that. I'm gonna put them on the insides here. I wonder if these will light up at night. We'll find out here. Let me just finish this and then we'll try turning it to the evening time. Oh, I need to actually... You know what's funny is that when I first got Snowfall... Wow, okay. When I first got Snowfall, I thought... Ooh, it does light up. That's nice. I thought that the Snowfall update like broke my my like mod that lets me change the day-night, the time warp mod, and then turns out, being super brilliant like I am, I had the day-night cycle thing just like disabled. Like this thing was off. So I was sitting there like right-clicking, like why isn't this working? I just had the thing disabled the whole time. Okay, well, cool. I like that. That's nice. Let's turn this back though. I don't really want to work in the nighttime. In fact, I'm just going to go ahead and turn this off. Alright, wow. So far, so good. It does take a bit of extra time to do stuff like this, but I think it's turning out pretty good so far. So, and I'd like to finish this episode, so we'll have to probably do some serious working to get all this done. So let's do a few little tables you could sit at. Some outdoor seating areas over here. I'm just going to do that for now because I actually don't really know what we're going to do with this area quite yet. This is where the tricky part comes in because I don't really have a ton of stuff to work with. So let's see, over here we'll do kind of like the couple little stands. We'll have a little tub of something in here. I don't even know what fruit that is. We've got some covered stuff. This will look nice. I think we'll have the covered stuff kind of like facing the opposite direction over here. I'm going to try and just do some little double-sided areas. And then this is a no right turn. Ooh, this will look good too. I forgot about these buildings. This is going to actually really help us out here for kind of filling out the space. So we'll have some restrooms down here. Man, this is looking pretty good. Actually, I'm going to put these somewhere down here, I think. Huh, where can this go? Where it would look nice? Man, I'm actually really liking how this is turning out. I forgot about all these buildings we could use. And I bet there's even some more that I'm forgetting about. I'm gonna add like 2 of these, kind of angled like this. Alright, what else do we have that we can use? Christmas tree. I think these potted plants kind of fit in sometimes if you just set them next to other things. Alright, that's nice. I like that. Very nice. We do have a swimming pool. I don't know if the pool kind of really fits or not. Or this like hot tub kind of thing. Well, maybe the hot tub could actually. It says it's a pool, but I think it's more like a hot tub. Maybe we'll make like a bathing, like hot tubbing kind of area down this way. That's gonna be what that one will be all about. So we'll keep that in mind. Ooh, I forgot about all this stuff. I don't know if there's anything that really fits. We got like a vending machine. We do have a grill. The grill could be nice actually. Put the grill like right there. Put the vending machine like right next to it. We'll save some of the stuff for the other side though. Apparently we have bike racks. I don't know really what that would be useful for. Way down here. Well, actually, I guess you would bike down here, wouldn't you? Maybe you have some bike racks like along the side here. That's pretty reasonable. Let's fix them though. They're kind of misaligned. Yeah, those are some nice bike racks. And yeah, that's good. That's good on the bike racks. Maybe like a dumpster on the backside or something. Yeah, the backside should have a dumpster for sure. Be generating some trash, well, some like probably a decent amount of trash from something way out here. Doesn't get picked up very often. Yeah, I guess you like literally have to have some like garbage man like hike all the way around the trailer just to pick up the trash. So yeah, it's probably not super ideal. Okay. Anyway, that one is done. Man, I think I'm just going to go ahead and, considering how long that one took, I'm just going to go ahead and make the other one off camera real quick, and then I'll come back and show you guys the result. Alright, so I wanted to kind of stop for a little while and show you guys what I've done so far, and maybe kind of work some more live, because I've done a little bit more now, and created a couple of different little areas down here, and I'm actually really happy with how it turned out. I originally was going for that whole kind of like hot tub idea, so you could have these like nice little like hot spring-esque hot tubs like right up against the ocean down here. So you can kind of like hang out and whatever. I wanted to use the rocks to kind of make it feel like it was really like almost like a resort kind of thing, how that is, you know? So just like making this cool like private little, I don't know, it feels more like a resort getaway area than like an actual hiking trail spot at this point. So maybe this is like some sort of trailhead owned location that like costs money to get into or something like that, but I really like the result of this, and it's actually not even done yet. I just wanted to stop for a little while. I was doing a lot of work off camera, but I used these little like pool assets, I guess, combine them with these rocks, and then what I really found to be cool was to use these little picnic pavilions, I guess is what they're called, I think. I'm pretty sure they're actually in the base game, so everybody should have these in their props. And if you just like put them directly over top of this like tile stuff and right over top of the rocks as well, you can really create this like illusion of like a covered area for the hot tubs. So I kind of like that. I'm gonna try and use that in these different areas over here, but I wanted to have some covered hot tubs and some non-covered hot tubs, and use all these other like little assets, you know, have some little vending machines, have some little benches and stuff. So this is the final result, and I'm still gonna go in and do rocks, of course, you know, all around this area, and do some mountain scaping and whatnot to make all this stuff look better. In fact, I think I'm also gonna do some, you know, some landscaping. We're gonna have some palm trees and stuff around here. And of course, you know, maybe shape up this terrain down here, put some rocks down, put some foliage down, all that stuff. But for today, because I was actually planning on finishing this whole thing today, but that's probably not going to happen at this point. What I want to get done now with you guys is I think we should go ahead and just lay out where these little paths are going to go. That way, next episode, I can finish all this stuff in the time lapse. All I'm going to do is probably just speed up the build of me, you know, shaping up the mountain and doing all the stuff that I just talked about. So anyway, what I do want to get done real quick is I want to connect everything via these little paths. I'm thinking we do some stuff kind of like this. So there's one point that connects, and actually, you know, I think I kind of wanted this to, I don't really know exactly where I was going with this spot here. I think, you know what? I think what we should do is this, actually. Hang on a minute. Let me grab this height, pull the strength up a little bit so we can pull it up like this. There we go, that's pretty level. Just gotta fix a little bit of this. Level tool always kind of creates some little lips around here, so we'll try and lower this. There we go. And then I think what I want to do is actually just grab this other tile type here. We're going to need some more sand if we want this to look nice, so I'll just very quickly throw it a little bit of sand this way. There we go, that's good for now. Might change that later, but for now I'm liking that. But what I want to do is I want to grab this tile, and I'm going to try and replicate kind of what we did over by that other like area. There we go, that's nice. Yeah, I like that. We'll do something like this. Go ahead and grab our palm trees. Man, this area is going to look fantastic with the palm trees. I can't wait to do some... I can't wait to just finish this whole area in general. We're going to have some... I'm going to really try and add like little relaxation areas. I'm going to have some little tents around here. I want this whole place to feel like... I don't know. Almost like it's like a really expensive resort, even though I think it's just going to be like some sort of... I don't know, some sort of little getaway you have to hike to. Okay, that was good. I wanted to add some of these bushes as well. I'm going to shake it up a bit. I'm going to use these instead. Really refraining from diving into the process of putting all this foliage over here. I'm tempted just to like start putting down little trees and stuff, but I really want to make sure that well, I'll just tackle all of that next episode in the time lapse. It'll be easier. If I do it now, we'll spend another like hour or two just putting little bushes down. So try and refrain from that. It's definitely been a bit more of a foliage and decorative heavy episode this time. So let me know what you think about that in the comments. I don't really know. I love doing this kind. I mean, this is probably my favorite part of the whole game, to be honest. I love the city managing. I love building roads. I love making interchanges. But to me, one of the funnest things in this game is making stuff that I don't know. It's maybe not intended to be made in the game. So when you like go that little extra mile and like put in stuff like this, I think it really adds some personality to your city. Alright, and then now I'm going to grab those little picket fences, wherever those went. And toss them in here real quick. I'm actually going to try and make it look like this one's kind of coming straight out of the rock here. Perfect. And actually, you know what I'm going to do with this? I'm going to pull this one further. Awesome. And then gonna try and make it look like the fences are coming in and out of the rocks over here. I think that looks nice when you do that. Something like that. I'm gonna cover up this little peeking out fence with the with some foliage and stuff later on. Same with well, actually this one could just be coming out of the little restrooms. There we go. And then we'll keep going on this side. I think I'm just gonna leave like an open-ended piece over here, maybe like right there, for a another trail that's gonna go off in this direction. But the reason why I did this is I definitely want to have some places to sit down and eat again, and I think I might actually, that's not the right one. Might try and use these table sets instead. Well, these are like the nicer ones. Maybe we'll grab, oh yeah, let's use the picnic tables instead. These are kind of gonna fit better, I think. So I'll try and make these look kind of even. That worked pretty well, actually. Got some nice picnic tables out here, and then we'll grab some of these little table and chairs to just kind of throw around in the shade and whatnot. I'll actually make it a very light load here, so that's good. Awesome. It just kind of like brings a bit of this over here, and I think I'm gonna do some like rocks and stuff over there. I don't really know what I'm gonna do with that quite yet, but yeah, awesome. That is good. And then, well, see, I wanna start adding the trail that goes this way, and the trail that kind of connects this one to this one, and I also want to do the tents down here, but I think we're gonna need to do the terraforming first before we know how it's gonna work out. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here for now, and then we'll come back next episode, and I'm just gonna probably tackle this entire area in the time lapse so you guys can see the final result next episode, and then we'll move on to probably maybe some more trailhead detailing. I think what I'm gonna do actually is I'll time lapse this area and detail it and whatever, and then we'll move on and do something else. Maybe maybe do some work on Dale down here. We have to expand this area, or maybe even we'll start the casino. I don't know. We'll figure it out next time. And then I'm gonna keep coming back and time lapsing at the beginning, just like work on the trailheads, and then we'll do the live work in the city most likely, because it's definitely a bit of a tedious job to get this stuff done. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed, and as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.